Podcast Show.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rich Myers, and welcome to the Rich Myers Podcast Show. Today, we're reaching out to the UK with Kelain James. How you been?
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good.
I think I lost you. I think I lost you.
Can
Um,
you hear me all right?
yes. Yeah, you froze up a little bit.
I think we're having a few signal issues.
I listened to your track, "The Devil and I." I thought it was pretty good. What influenced it?
Yeah, that's
Um, what influenced the song?
so. Yeah, I wrote that song about 10 months ago when I was really struggling with depression and alcoholism and all that sort of side of things. And I basically wrote it as a sort of homage to that to try and help people to who listen to it to know that they can ask for support and help and they're not alone.
Okay. Well, let's take a listen to it.
Took a cigarette, good whiskey as I stumbled out that bar. I don't know where I'm going or even if I'll get too far. I lost my way some time ago and it really starts to show. God, I wish I made the choice to save my tortured soul. I'm wandering down this highway with nothing but my clothes, smoking on a cigarette and wishing I was home. Nothing takes the pain away from being on my own. Someone come and save me before I end up in a hole. In a Someone come and save me before I end up in a hole. In a hole. Someone come and save me. Feeling drunk and weary, I turned down a country road. I met the devil at the crossroads and he said, let me take that load. He handed me a bottle and I sat down by his side. 'Cause the devil and me are brothers and he'll help me pass the time. Pass the time. 'Cause the devil and me are brothers and he'll help me pass the 'cause the devil and me are brothers.
That's a good song.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to hearing how that one goes when I get the
Um,
full band behind it.
do you got any other songs, concerts, and what's next?
Yeah, so I released my first album, Washing Down, this year. It's just my first solo album, which is out on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, all that sort of stuff. Um, and I'm currently in the process of recording and writing my next album, which will be a much bigger sound, hopefully, um, with the backing band and all that sort of stuff with it as well. Um, yeah, what's coming up for me at the moment? I was on a podcast last night with Adrian Waller, um, from One Life with Sensational Sounds, which I know you know him quite well. Um,
Yeah, we
I'm here tonight. Got another podcast on Sunday and then Monday, so I'm just trying to get my music out there as much as possible and my message out there as well, so that I can introduce myself to more people and hopefully inspire more people. Um, Quite busy with the gigging world at the moment in the UK, just mostly pub gigs at the moment until January, when I've got a nice free year where I can start booking bigger venues, festivals, and all that sort of stuff, and hopefully get out to Nashville potentially next summer.
yeah, I was going to ask if you ever wanted to come to the states.
Oh yeah, as you can tell, I got the Florida flag on my hat. That's where I grew up when I was a kid. So America is very
Uh,
close to my heart.
okay. Um, how did you get into country music?
So I fell in love with country music as a child. Growing up in Florida, whenever we'd go out as kids, in the car, my mum and dad would put on 97.5 country radio, and yeah, just listening to Garth Brooks, Kenny Rogers, George Strait, Alan Jackson, all that sort of stuff. I just fell in love with it, and then I watched a movie called Walk the Line, which was the biopic of Johnny Cash, and yeah, just fell in love with fell in love with that style of music. I, I only really started playing it the last few years, um, because I've played a lot of pop and rock music throughout my life, but really focusing now on the country and being more authentic to who I am.
Okay. Do you think the genre of music you're in now is misunderstood in any way, or
Sorry,
like
can you repeat that? I lost you a little bit.
um the feeling this gender, is it misunderstood in any way?
I'm not too sure. I
Like
mean, country music as a whole has always been up and down with the music industry, and it used to be very big in the 90s and early 2000s, from what I know. But it kind of died off for a while, and I used to get bullied in school for liking country music and wearing a cowboy hat all the time. But now everybody seems to love it. And
um how do you handle frequent travels and being away from home for a long period of time?
so I've always travelled my whole life. Really, I've been living in Sheffield, in the middle of the UK for about 2 years now. I don't tend to stay anywhere for too long. I like the excitement of traveling around and meeting new people, and I think it would be a very boring life if I stayed in the same place forever. It does get quite
um
hard sometimes,
what
though.
what
But yeah,
um what do you like about being a musician?
I like the freedom of it all. It's I get to play what I want when I want, and I get to share this beautiful um, this beautiful thing with others, where it's like with the world the way it is at the moment and how depressing it can be sometimes. It's nice to know that I can be the reason somebody's dancing or smiling or having a joyful time instead of dealing with the issues of the world constantly.
Where can people go and see your videos, music, and events?
Yeah, so you can all follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I've got some videos up on YouTube under Kelain James. It's just on the screen here. You can type that in anywhere. You can even Google me. I found out the other day, and everything comes up. So
Okay. When you're not doing music, what would you like to do?
So I've recently started going to church on Sundays. I got baptized back in March. I've been trying to come closer to God through that. I go to the gym 3 or 4 days a week. I like to try and stay fit and as healthy as possible, um, which was never always the story for my life. It was, but I actually want to live a long, fruitful life now. So, but yeah, I like to go out and socialize, go to open mic nights and all that sort of stuff. Um, just enjoy time.
All right. Well, thanks for being on the show today. I really
No, thank
enjoyed
you, Rich.
having you.
I really appreciate the opportunity, and you're doing a great job.
Thank you.